G'day guys, welcome to Lacey Bee. Thanks for joining me today as we cut out a beehive that has made their home in the wall of someone's kitchen. Now, despite not having done a cutout before, I knew that this job was important because someone's mother had passed away. She was elderly and had lived with these bees in her wall for 5 years. She knew that she did not want these bees exterminated, and so the children or grown children were left with the estate after she had passed away and called me because nobody else was willing to take on this job. Let's see how it went. After doing some research, I grabbed my bee gear and headed to the house to assess if these bees could be saved. As it was a weatherboard house, I knew that it would be possible to open up the wall and access the comb. After much effort, I could see the comb. These bees were gentle, and despite disruption, they were not trying to hurt me. Sweaty work, it's over 100 degrees today in Australia. It took me about 3 hours opening the wall, cutting the comb, and placing them in their new hive. At this point of the day, a huge storm came rolling in, the bees got cranky, and it was no longer safe for me to continue working with them for the day. So this is what we are working with today. I am really disappointed, but it seems that the bees have absconded because we couldn't get this job done in one sitting. So we're really sad that we're going to have to clean up this comb and dispose safely in terms of biosecurity. We'll dispose any brood because there's no queen and not enough bees left to nurse any brood. And yeah, hopefully these bees have found a beautiful new home and that they're safe. They're very sad, but unfortunately they have absconded. Hive beetle larvae, disgusting. They've totally taken over. It's really, really not nice. We have finished cleaning out this hive. They've absconded somewhere else, and I hope they're in a safe place now. And this household can remain safe. The bees are hopefully safe and well. I think they should be, but they found their home somewhere else. And these people can go on with their life without damaging bees. Some key takeaways if you're attempting a beehive cutout. Number 1, safety first. Your safety should always come above the bees. I would personally never attempt a cutout out of a 2nd-story building, and please be mindful to make sure that the main power is switched off in a house if you're cutting out of a house. Other things to keep in mind is the soot can get extremely hot like it did for me, and I had to take many breaks during this cutout because it was just so hot. Number 2, do your research. Try and ascertain the context of the situation of this cutout first. Is it a brick house? Is it weatherboard? If it's bricks, it's going to be a lot more difficult, and if it's double brick house, it's probably virtually impossible, unfortunately. So make sure you do your research in the first instance. Also be mindful, are the owners prepared for the damage that you'll need to do to open up a building in order to get to the hive? If they're not, then this might not be the best option for them, unfortunately. Third takeaway, try to complete the cutout in one go. I made the mistake here, well, I didn't make the mistake, but I learnt that having a storm rolling in is not going to work if you don't get this cutout done in time. If you don't get it done in one sitting, the bees are likely to abscond, as they did with me, or you're opening them up to infestation of different pests and diseases. So try and get cutouts done in one sitting so that you can try and take the whole hive at once. Fourth, just be aware of quarantine. You may want to leave the swarm of bees in the box once you've transferred them into a proper hive, just to quarantine for 30 days. You might have to go back out and check on them, make sure that they're still, queens laying eggs, there's brood, there's, food for the bees, so bee bread, pollen, honey, that sort of thing. You may also want to use a different set of tools for cutting out, because you could open yourself up to diseases that these bees may have, such as American foul brood, which would probably be the worst, varroa mite, and hive beetles. So just be aware that you may need a separate set of equipment that stays quarantined so that you don't open yourself up and transfer these back to your own hives, which may be healthy and strong. Thank you so much for joining me today for my first beehive cutout. If you like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I hope you enjoyed it, and be sure to look out for many more videos like this coming in the future. Bye!